this gun shop here, we're 80% used guns, and a big portion of that is military surplus. Yeah, let's dig a few out.
Maybe like a few weeks ago, we tried to compare M1 carbine, M1 Garand, K98, Springfield.
Most of those are behind us. We've got a Garand, we've got a K98, a Springfield.
And this one is...
That's a German K98.
Can we take a look?
Of course. So this rifle is a BCD, which, do you know the secret code for BCD?
Oh, we can Google it.
We can Google it. It's a later war rifle, laminate stock with a cupped butt plate. You could tell the parts are stamped as opposed to machined or milled. So this was more towards the end of the war when Germany was getting a little desperate.
And also you can see here more late period details, like this ring is also
stamped ring, yep.
Yeah, stamped ring. And this one maybe like the best if we just compare several guns that I operated like couple weeks ago.
Sure.
It's like more accurate and more like comfortable. This guy,
that's debatable. You can give me a Garand all day. I'm very comfortable with a Garand.
Yeah, this one is nice. I just like K98 better because it's like more comfortable to hold it.
It's handier.
Especially,
it's handier.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But actually, this one is also nice and very tricky with this clip. So
the Grand Thumb, the dreaded Grand Thumb, right?
Yeah. And there was a legend about like GIs had a problems with
ejecting the end block. So I think what you're talking about is on the last shot, the Grand throws out an end block clip, an empty end block clip, and it makes a very distinctive ping. And I think there was a rumor during the war, and I wasn't there, I don't know if it's true or not, but that GIs would throw empty end block clips and wait for the Germans to charge because they thought they were empty.
Oh, I didn't think this way actually.
Yeah. So it made a very distinctive ping, and supposedly German forces would wait for that noise, and when they heard it, that would indicate that the GIs were out of ammo, and they would charge. Rumor has it some GIs got wise to that, and they would throw the empty clips, make that noise, and wait for the Germans to come.
So probably we have to investigate it better, but maybe in next videos. And two more pieces I can see here with like one is Waffenamt and one, this is a maybe most popular war souvenir during World War II for American GI, because in a bunch of like films we can...
They're always looking for a Luger. Yeah, everyone wants their Luger. So this is a P08 pistol of 1908 Luger. This one is a World War I variant. This particular gun was manufactured in 1917 by DWM. It's not in great condition. Unlike these three rifles, this one is a little rough, but what makes it cool is it's completely matching numbers, including the wooden base plate on the magazine. That makes it pretty rare.
You said there was a story behind this.
There was no bringback papers, there was no capture papers. However, the gentleman that sold it to me relayed the story, and I wrote it down, and I'm going to pass it on to whoever buys it from me. If I decide to keep it, that might be my kids. If I decide to sell it, I will give them the story. That was traded in Scandinavia by a U.S. merchant marine based out of New Orleans. They were bringing supplies up to Scandinavia, and they would bring all kinds of goods that way, and what they would collect was German war trophies, be it Lugers, daggers, anything else you might trade for. But this gentleman traded for that Luger and brought it back to New Orleans, and it worked its way up here.
That's cool. And that, actually, we can see that this one has been like untouched for a very long period. Maybe it was like under the roof or
in the rafters, stuck in the rafters.
Yeah. Because we can see here on the one side some corrosion pitting. Only in one side. This is like absolutely mint, like stone mint.
Yeah, shame.
This one is cool, and this one is also nice.
This one's really cool. I actually showed you this pistol before, Alex. This one is a Nazi-marked PPK, which is not something you see every day. So wartime. Nazi-marked PPK. It's got the Waffenamps. It has the original stock still. They're almost worn smooth. You could see somebody carried this gun quite a bit because these early checkered wood stocks are almost worn smooth. But that's a really clean example of a German pistol.
And actually, it's always impressive to hold something like that, and especially like I like stamps and marks.
Yeah, me too.
They can tell a lot.
Yeah.
Information about this stuff. And PPK with Waffenamts is like, that's cool. That's something. It would be great to know about like regulation about these guns, because here in the United States, laws about guns like pretty low, and in different states it's different. How's here in New York? Is it possible to buy it like being citizen only, or if I have green card, I can also buy something?
Yep. So New York is especially restrictive as far as the United States go. The United States is not very hard to get guns. Every state has slightly different regulations. New York is among the more strict. As a New York resident in New York, anybody with a clean background over 18 can purchase one of these long guns here. To purchase a semi-automatic rifle, now you need a semi-automatic rifle license. That's a relatively new thing that went into effect last year. Handguns are another level of difficulty. You need a pistol permit, which takes about a year to get in New York State. Now, as a non-resident, you can purchase firearms with a green card. You need, I believe it's called an alien ID number or an alien registration number, and you can actually get a pistol permit with that number. So
And
once
start
you
to collect something like that.
then we can sell you some really cool stuff.
Oh, cool, interesting. It's always good to know, can I buy something or not, because like we have to be like very accurate with all that stuff. And do you shoot with these guns, or you just keep it clean? And
so personally, with my collection, and I collect a lot of guns. I've got guns that I shoot all the time, and I've got guns that I just like to admire. I just like to look at them. I like to think where they've been. I like to research them. Usually guns like this would fall into that category. That said, I've got customers that shoot everything they own, and they would shoot these up.
I would like to be this customer, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, if you enjoy this video, just let us know, and it could inspire us to make one more, maybe in like shooting range or something.
Yeah.
I really like guns and all that stuff around guns, and it was kind of impossible to show like short guns or rifles when I was in Russia, when I filmed in Russia, because you can use it or only on range, and you cannot own handguns. So that is why it was pretty like difficult. But here in the United States, I just want to like use these opportunities. Here we can see like two of them are Soviet and really nice. Another one is kind of transition, because this is a half Finnish, half Soviet or Tsar period, because Finland was a part of Russian Empire before 1917, and they had bunch of Tsar period Mosin Nagants rifles on their military stocks, because all military stocks has been like just left on those bases that used to be like Russian imperial bases. And during Soviet-Finnish War 1939-1940, Finnish troops also captured bunch of Soviet weapons like Mosin Nagants or Tokarev rifles or like Simonov rifles and Maxim machine guns and all that stuff. They captured also during a few big battles with like big surrenders. So it was like long story, but here we can see also like trace of this story, because also they refurbished after Soviet-Finnish War all this stuff to Leicas.
What's Leicas? Like a model? Or that's that rifle?
Yeah, maybe it's in only in Russia.
I've never heard that term.
Oh, yeah, it's a Russian term.
Okay, we call that a Finnish Model 39.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never heard the term Leica.
Yeah, that's good. Probably it's like Russian term Leica.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Leica is like husky, you know, like dog.
На Мосинке там, соответственно, одна вот так идет, да, мушка, а здесь вот как у ушки собаки, то есть двойная такая мушка.
This is a kind of very close to me, because my native city, St. Petersburg, is like 100 kilometers from Finland, and I was in Finland so many times, and I also like dug up stuff like that. So could you show us it closer?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have here is, we call it here a Finnish Model 39, which is, as Alex explained, a reworked Mosin. You can even see that it is a early hex receiver type. This one is very clean. I don't really see anything wrong with it at all. It's not matching numbers, but I don't think any of them were, right? Because they were all built.
Yeah, they took like different parts and just put it together.
Yep.
They mostly focused on like it should work properly.
Correct. And these have a reputation of being very accurate.
Yeah.
These are supposedly very good rifles.
This one is in really good condition. Most of them in rough condition.
Yeah. Yep. This one appears like it was not used much.
And I also want to mention the Slink is original for Finnish troops, and it's also really cool. So this one is like Soviet period, like 1929, and this one is also in really nice condition. I really like love it, and most of them in this condition are like very late rifles, but this one
that one's early with the hex receiver.
Yeah.
Yep. That mark, where was that rifle made? Do you know?
This particular one has been produced in Tula, 1929. There was a big modernization of Mosin Nagant's rifle in 31. They added this cover front side and some more details they changed. So this one has been modernized, but anyway, this one is in really nice condition. And another one, last one, it's like, you like it best?
I don't like it best, but it's pretty cool. We don't see a lot of these here. It's my understanding there's a lot of them in Canada, there's not a lot of them here. This is an SVT-40. We didn't look up where this one was produced. This is a Tokarev auto-loading rifle, basically, chambered in the same cartridge, 7.62 by 54R.
It's good to see like very familiar items here in the United States. So this is a really nice one. I think all numbers are matching, and this is a 1941. So it's kind of early one, because this is a SVT that has been adopted in 40, but they actually start to produce it a little bit later. So 1941, it was a like
new rifle.
Yeah. So this one is really nice and clean also. And thank you for this discussion. I really enjoyed it.
Me too, Alex. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And thank you guys for watching this video until the end. We hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to text what item you like better. Those guns or that Elvis Presley daggers that connected us, or something else on this wall. And now we're gonna finish this video. Have a good one and see you real soon.
Good job, man. Yeah.